Karen Bonifilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys. Welcome back to my channel. I am interviewing Anna, and I met Anna quite some time ago. She was one of the first people I interviewed when I started my channel, and I'm excited to have her back again. Anna, would you like to say hi to everyone before I tell them about you?
Of course, Karen. Thank you, first of all, for having me again in your show. I'm very happy to be here. And hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I send you warm wishes for this season, and let's begin.
Yes, let's begin. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Anna. She's a bilingual spirit medium. She's been connecting people with their spirit and loved ones since 2015, previously getting 2 certificates from the School of Mystical Arts by former mentor James Von Prague. We got to love James, I'll tell you. She still continues to take courses abroad at AFC College in Stansted, England. What does AFC stand for?
That is the Arthur Findlay College.
Oh, Arthur Findlay College.
Yes,
I have
yes.
another, I have 3 other friends that have studied there too. Okay. Okay. This is how I met Anna originally. She was the author of the book Soul's Experience and Stories of Life After Death, and it's published in both English and Spanish. And one of the authors of Sings and Synchronicity, true stories that inspire and empower. What was really kind of cool is that book tells you a lot about her and her gifts and how they've grown. And you learn a lot about her. She's now writing her second book. Anna, is the book that we're talking about your second book?
That's right, Karen. This is the second book by my own. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about her second book today. And if you are an animal lover or especially a dog lover, I highly recommend this book. Anyway, she's appeared as a guest on Bold TV network, and she lives with her family. And I don't know how to say this. Someplace in New Mexico. What city do you live in?
The city of Las Cruces,
Thank
New
you.
Mexico.
I'm glad you
Yes.
said it. Thank you. Now, this is something I want you to know in case you want to reach out to her. And this is something that I participated in with her. She's committed to providing a practice circle for other mediums every week for the past 7 years and invites people to be a sitter every Monday. So if you are interested to have a spirit reading a circle, please contact her. Anna, tell them a little bit before we talk about the book. Tell them a little bit about the practice circle to see if there might be an interest that they would like to do that.
Yes, Karen, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is opening a circle for other mediums that would like to practice their abilities as a medium. And as well, I provide these mediums with a guest every Monday so they can actually provide this person with a spirit reading at no cost.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I remember when I did it, there were a number of mediums in there. And I just took notes when they were talking about me because they wanted a little feedback about what they had said in their reading to me. So if that interests you, her contact information is going by and you can reach out to her. Okay, so she wrote this fabulous book called You Are My Path, a story of a dog. A story of a dog. And I am a huge animal lover. I know that way back when I wanted to have an animal rescue. Yeah, it'd still be kind of cool to have. But this book will touch your heart. It'll touch your heart. So, Anna, what inspired you to write this tender story about a bond between a man and his doggie?
Thanks for the question, Karen. I don't know. To be honest with you, I was writing another book, which is a different type of book, and suddenly I start getting inspirations from heavens, and I start
Yeah.
just writing and writing and writing. And I knew the story, but the personalities of my characters, I picked them from the people I know.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
Oh,
But the
that's
story itself just came through to me, and I just started writing and writing and writing until everything just came out all together. That was pretty
whoa.
incredible experience.
That is when the flow is that strong. So you know that's divinely inspired to have that happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that came from the heavens. Yeah, divinely inspired for you. Do the people that are in the book know that it was that they are featured? They
Just
don't.
their personalities. No, they don't know that I pick their personalities. That's reserved for me, you know. Until they read the book, they probably will identify themselves with the character in it. They have all of them different names, different jobs,
Mhm.
but the personalities, yes, I pick them from the people I know, you know, and it's incredible. And you can do wonders if you really, really get to know people. You can just do wonders with that.
I wonder if the people that are in the book read it and think, I wonder if that was patterned after me. But that's a great idea.
I don't know, parent. I don't know if they have, but many people can identify themselves with the book. That's the thing, you know. It's
How
like, oh
about
my God, it's like that story is kind of familiar to me, you know.
and you're thinking, well, it was. Now, did you find is a dog pattern after a dog that you've known or had in your life?
Well, I've known dogs all my life. Um, uh, my first dog I had when I was 8 years old. And not necessarily is a dog that I had, but I know them so well by now that I know how they react, how they are happy, how they are sad, how
Mhm.
they communicate with you when they are scared, when they are not. They
Yeah,
are all those things that you get to know of an animal after all these years owning animals, having animals by your side, you know, and that was wonderful to actually write about the personalities.
um, so I did cry when I read your book. I did cry. Did you have tears when you wrote the book as you were
I had
going through
tears when I was writing the book.
the
I
process?
had tears when I was downloading the book in my head.
Mhm.
And I was so excited to be doing that that I had to call my daughter, the one that lives away, and tell her what was the story going to be about. And she said, Mom, we've been talking for an hour. I know. I just need to tell you how the story's going to go. Crying, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really quite a good book. Okay, so the book is based on some real pets and the personal experiences. Did that just get downloaded to you into the book too, or did you write from things that also happened to you along in your life?
The things that I mentioned in the book that are facts are real things that happen in New Mexico that I are mentioned there, and the profession of the companion of the dog as well. That's
Mhm,
real.
mhm.
And but the other things are because I've been living so many years in the state of New Mexico, and I know very much all those areas. I've traveled through all those areas
Oh,
many times during my years living in the States. So it was kind of just remembering experiences that I had in those areas and the places that are mentioned in the book.
I wonder if you were led there to help you later on write the book. See, I don't believe in happenstance. I think everything's kind of all orchestrated, to come. But that's pretty cool. So, you have a main theme that I noticed, and it was saving each other. Saving each other is powerful. How did that idea come to you?
Because we all have that inner need to lean in someone, and in order for us to save ourselves, we have to come out of ourselves to help somebody else.
Yeah.
Many authors, like Dr. Dispenza or Dr. Dyer or any other people that write about human behavior will tell you that in order for us to come out of our possible grief, like we were talking about before, we have to come out of our own selves and focus in helping somebody else. That's how we help our own selves, by helping others.
I agree. To be of service, to be of
Yes.
service really is one of the best ways to live your life. Sorry, my dog has decided to visit me now, so I'm going to pet her while we're talking. Okay.
They're very well behaved. They never bark. Well, when you are on the screen, they never bark. I never hear them
Okay.
barking.
Well, sometimes I have to put myself on mute while you talk, so because they're barking in the background, but they're doing okay now. I got smart. I fed them dinner before getting on with you, so hopefully that'll settle them down and not want too many cookies. So I'm going to ask you just to tell about the book a little bit, and then I'll see. There she goes, and then I'll ask you some questions. Would you like to do that? Just talk about your book.
Yes, Karen, thank you. About the story, you mean?
Anything you would like to share about your book. Don't give it away, though. Don't let them know
Yeah,
what's going to happen. Yeah, we don't
yeah,
want
that's important. So otherwise, people won't look for the book, right?
that. And they have to experience the book. They have to truly experience it.
Yeah,
It's,
you have to live it. It's a great adventure to go through the
yes,
book.
yes, because there's many layers in that book, and you want them to experience all that. So tell us a little bit about You Are My Path.
Okay, first of all, I felt the need to dedicate a book to those companions that are behind the scenes all the time, which are our animals. And although we can have them for a few years, they leave an impact in our lives forever. You probably understand me. Even if you have your two puppies, you probably remember your other dogs as well that you had in the past, and each of them had different personality. You cannot compare one dog to the other. They are like people. They are irreplaceable. You can have more friends, but it doesn't mean that that your friend that is gone, like your other dog, is gonna be forgotten. So I dedicated this book to them because it's well deserved. And also, um, I wanted to um, develop the book in places that are not famous or very much seen, or like New York or Chicago or some of those big cities around. I wanted to pick a humble place in New Mexico, which make the story more mysterious, because many people don't drive in those roads within the state. But
Yeah.
it happened to be that I know them, because to go somewhere there, we have to drive through them. And we had experience also things in the up there in Cloudcroft, which I mentioned something about Cloudcroft, New Mexico. And it's true, there is a legend going on in there, which I'm not going to tell you, so you can buy the book and read it.
and, and enjoy that book too.
And
It's
enjoy the book.
a great book. Yeah.
And also, you know, something that inspired me also was that my husband once got offered a job precisely in the town that I mentioned there, precisely
Oh,
in
really?
the same place that I mentioned there. And it's some place that is forgotten. as well. But I didn't want it to be forgotten. He didn't take the job. He didn't take the job, but it's a very important place that needed to be brought up. And you will understand why once you read the book. I'm sorry, guys, to leave you in the loop, but it's a very important thing to mention there because there are a lot of people that were faithful to this country that actually relay in places like that, and
Oh,
it's
I know what you're talking
something.
about.
It is something that needed to be mentioned.
Yes.
And also around the area in New Mexico, a lot of people drive motorbikes. You
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Professionals as well. I might say like your late husband, Carl. He was a doctor and he loved to ride his bike. So in New Mexico, it's very stylish that people do that as well.
Mm.
And to mention that also New Mexico, besides all the dry landscape you can see in
Yes,
the roads, they have an incredible forest.
they do.
They do. They do. They have an incredible forest,
I'm surprised.
and it's worth exploring precisely in the area where I mentioned in the book. So pretty much I was writing about a place that I have a love for, which is the state of New Mexico and the surrounding areas. I mean, I've been in Santa Fe, and it's great. Many people travel to Santa Fe and the art galleries and stuff like that. But there are other places that people don't pay attention to that can bring you a lot of nice experience if you go and visit them.
I just thought you should write a tour book or something too to tell about this. I mean, I didn't know you even. When I think of New Mexico, I think of dry and cactus and sand and dirt. That's sorry, I didn't know you had a forest there.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Wow. See, I learned something new. So, when you wrote the book, what did you want? What did you want the readers to feel or take away from the relationship that the man had with the dog?
What I would like the reader to understand is that even in the times in our lives that we think we are forgotten, that life hasn't been fair for us, there will be
Yeah.
always a spark of light waiting to be
Oh,
noticed for you.
well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Anna. Um, so I know with my doggies, they can feel my emotions. Like when I get excited, they start barking, and when I'm sad, I can see it in their faces. And I think you accomplish that really, really well. The emotional connection between the man and the dog. And you have a little doggy too, don't you?
I have many dogs still right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
You
used
should,
to rescue before. I can't anymore. I'm getting older, but I used to rescue dogs. I have all kinds of dogs.
Anna,
On
you aren't old. You could do it. You could still do it.
Oh my God, no, I'm getting tired to bend and to bend my knees and all that doesn't work anymore as well as they did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my dog's getting, I have to calm myself down, so she'll calm herself down. Well, tell us, I'm fascinated. Tell us a little bit about the rescue, because now I know you're a true animal lover if you were rescuing. Was it just dogs or was it multifaceted with animals?
No, it was just dogs. Rescue many dogs in my life. I cannot count them, how many,
Oh,
but I rescued some, many of them. The beginning, the dogs were given to me when I was a child. And then when I was in my 20s, it was the thing that you have to buy the dog in a pet store because pet stores were popular. But after that, And as cellular communication started going around, then we got to know that what was right and what was wrong.
Yeah.
And we got to know that there are a lot of animals in need, and they deserve to be seen by somebody that can provide them a secure home and loving home. And there are a lot of that still. And I wish it will come to an end. Unfortunately, it doesn't come, but everything that we can do to prevent this from keep happening, why not taking a chance?
Yeah, I know. And I watch videos on YouTube, and I always like it when they rescue the animals, but sometimes they just feed the strays. And I'm thinking, take the strays home with you. Do something with the strays. Just don't leave them out in the cold and feed them. I mean, I'm glad they're getting food, and I'm glad that you're covering them up, but they need a home too. Not just to be left outside. Yeah. Um, So you fostered. Now, when you took your animals in, did you keep them or did you rehome any of those animals?
Some of them I rehome, and some of them, the one that nobody wanted, I kept them because they were too old, or you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
usually because that's the case because they were old.
So the doggy in this book was this. I know you had patterned it after people that you know. Was this pattern after a dog that you personally had, or was it a friend's dog?
Not as necessarily was the same condition of the dog that was mentioned in the book, but a different
Oh,
condition. I've had dogs in a special needs condition as well in
okay.
my life. Yes. And
So
they are great animals. They are fantastic.
you can't.
Everybody's looking for the perfect animal. They're already perfect with
They
condition or not.
they are. They just give you love, unconditional love. They do. I know that when I get up in the morning, and I always lean over the bed and pet them, and it's like we're reunited. Like they haven't seen me in hours, and they're just so happy to see me.
Of
And I
course.
and I'm happy to see them too.
It's the purest love available to us.
Pure love. That's what it is. A pure love, purest love. Anna and I were talking before we came on camera, and my husband, this is his birthday today, and he is in heaven. And I told her that he had come through because I had done some trance and I wanted to talk to him. And he surprised me today, and he was bringing back all of the animals that we had together, cats and
Oh,
dogs. Yeah, it was really cool. They came to visit
wonderful.
too. Yeah. So I think
What
he
a
was just
wonderful experience.
Yeah, I think he was doing everything just to keep me happy, and he did a good job with that. But I got to relive some of the animals I've had. It was beautiful. In addition to these little guys, um, the dogs I have now, we had two dogs prior, and they died, of old age related diseases. And about 2 years later, I said, okay, I want to get a dog. I want to get some more dogs. And he said, just don't get a senior dog because I knew he didn't want to go through that again. The death of the other two dogs were really hard on him. So I got these really rambunctious puppies.
I have them right here in your book,
Yes,
which
I
is
see
a
it.
great Christmas gift for this season. This is amazing for children.
Oh, thank you. I
I
just
really
knew,
enjoyed it.
well, as a school teacher, thank you, that there's not a lot of books out there on grief and animals. And so I wanted to write something that a teacher could read to a class, or hospice worker, or chaplain, anybody that works in the field of death and grief, and to bring comfort. So yeah,
It's
and
written
that's
with such
pattern. That's
it's writ-
patterned on my two
it's
dogs.
written with such a manner that children will actually enjoy reading them. It's just an amazing book.
You you kept the
Of
little
course.
sticky note.
My sticky note is here. I love the the pasta, the pet pasta.
Yeah.
And the inside is amazing. All the drawings and everything is just incredible.
Well,
Incredible.
we had AI, not me, some guy that
I
knows how.
know, but it's incredible. I like it.
But I wrote the story. I didn't use any AI for the story.
And the intention of which you wrote the story is very important.
Yeah, yeah. So I have a story about my husband, and I got a story about my dogs. Oh my God, and I'm writing my new book, which is a love story, and I'm going to be in it. So
Oh,
I know.
wonderful. I can't wait. When are you gonna release it?
Oh, I've just started it. And I have to do channeling to get the content because it is a love story that where with different realities, different universes. Like I am living this life now. And then there's well, I don't want to give it away. But anyway, I'll tell
Oh,
you later.
it's gonna be wonderful. I love those mystery stories about different timelines. I love it.
This is going to be crazy. I'm telling you, it is going to be
Gotta
crazy.
tell me when it comes out.
Oh, you know I will. You know I will. So, when you're writing your story about the doggy, what was the most challenging thing that you had to go through while writing this book?
Challenging. Good question.
Or maybe it wasn't challenging.
Challenging. I really enjoyed writing it. Uh, Maybe the most challenging thing that I encountered is not to cry while I was writing it.
Yeah, I know. It's hard when it's emotional. Please stop. It's hard when it's emotional because
I
you
mean,
are
it's a great story. Don't get me wrong. You're going to enjoy reading it because the
right.
people say, oh, I don't want to cry this holiday. Why do I want a book to cry this holiday with? No, this one actually will stay in your heart.
This is a heartfelt cry. This is a cry born out of reading about love. So, no, not due to the holidays or anything. This is a great story. Yeah, it really is. And I like a book that touches your soul, and that this book does touch your soul. And I had to go back and read, believe it or not, the ending a few times. I did. I just,
But you know, there are things that you can catch up to in the book. Just like in the movies, when the director leaves you a variety of options to believe in at the
yeah.
end, from the beginning, from the book, from the beginning, since they meet each other till the end, you can figure out what's going on there.
Hmm.
That's something to catch up.
Maybe they'll make your book into a movie.
Well, I will be very glad if they do that, but I'll need I'll need to hire some agent and send it to different places. But
Yeah,
it will be nice.
that'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, never say never. So, if you could tell our listeners one message from your book, what would you hope that message would be?
Primarily, Karen, never lose hope.
Oh,
Never.
perfect, perfect. Never lose hope.
There
Great.
is always something waiting for you. Always. Even if you don't see it, there is always there for you. And that will present to you
That's
because you need it. Thank you.
that's beautiful. I know when I was down at a time in my life, one of my school teachers' friends says, "You never know what's around the bend in the river." And that was so true because that bend in the river, that's when I met my husband, Carl.
Isn't that amazing? See,
Mm-hmm. Don't
That's
don't
amazing. This
oh,
is an amazing story.
don't give up hope. Yeah. Oh, did you learn anything about yourself as you were writing this book, or do any healing while writing this book?
Yes, absolutely. I learned to be more vulnerable, you know, to allow myself to feel their characters
Oh,
and to put myself in their shoes I never been in those situations, but when you are writing it, you are living it with with the main principal character, that you are living it, you are going through it, and I allow myself to be vulnerable and feel them as they are advancing in their story.
Well, then I think this book was quite emotional for you to write then too. Yeah. If you're feeling all
Wow.
that as you go along. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was. That's what I mentioned to you, that the most challenging things was not to cry while I was writing it, because I was living everybody's lives in there.
I understand, believe it or not, even my children's book. It took me about 3 times where I could get through it without crying. Because you just it just the words capture you. Now, I'm going to
Absolutely.
ask you a question, and I don't think it'll throw you, but it's a good question. Okay, so you have two main characters. Well, there's many main, but two main. You have the man and the dog. So if the man could speak and the dog could speak directly to the people reading it, what message do you think the man might share? And what message do you think the dog might share to the readers?
The message that the main might share with the readers, I'm going to go back again of you never know what is there for you. You just have to allow yourself
Mm-hmm.
to do it. Don't think. If you start thinking, you're messing things up. Don't think. Once you present with a new opportunity or a new challenge, do what scares you the most. You'll be fine.
Wow. Yeah, and most people will not take that. They're going to take the easy road, not the
Exactly.
challenge. Hmm.
If something scares you, don't think. Go through it. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Any message
And
for the doggy?
about the puppy, I'll say that no matter what, they always with you. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what the challenges, your dog always is with you. And I don't want to tell more about it. You read it already,
No, don't
but
give it
just
away.
you trust me, and your dog is gonna be taking care of you no matter where he is or the
Yes.
challenges he
Hmm.
faces or she
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there.
They are. You know, I had a friend lose a dog a few years ago, and my husband and I went to the emergency clinic where the doggy was, and the dog it was a tiny little weenie dog, dachshund, little dachshund, and they had to put the doggy to sleep. And we were waiting in another room, and then she came in, and it was so. And this was before I was really exploring my spiritual gifts. I mean, I knew they were in the background, and I had taken some classes with James Van Prague and some other things. But when she came in to tell us about the doggy, I could see it dancing around her feet. And it was young and it was happy and it was so just exuberant. And I was just shocked that I had seen that. And so it was kind of cool that that dog was still there, you
Oh,
know.
wonderful! You've seen that. That's wonderful, Karen. I didn't know you could see.
Oh,
That's
I don't.
amazing.
I know I don't talk about myself all that much, but I do have many spiritual gifts. Yeah. In fact,
Yeah. Well, you should work in them.
yeah, I'm just
Maybe
trying.
you are. Maybe you are.
Well, I am. I'm really focusing on trance mediumship right now.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've experienced that, but I just love it to be enveloped in all the love that comes through in trance mediumship. I was hooked the minute I discovered that. No, I've had psychic and mediumship abilities since I was 16 when I discovered them.
Wow.
I know. I just never, my life was like this. with a couple bad husbands and those things. So that stuff just got put on the back burner, even though I took classes and stuff. Um, and then it changed later on when my husband entered my life. And then when he passed away, my abilities just cracked open. Yeah. But this interview is not about me, it's about you.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
But I love to hear about you. We learn from each other.
we do. We do. Now, is there anything else that I didn't cover that you would like to say about the book or about anything about your other book? Is there anything you'd like the audience to know?
Yes, absolutely, Karen. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, this book is will be a great book for you guys to read during this season. It's an amazing book to consider to give us a gift to just buy it for yourself, as well as your book, which I
Oh,
love your book. I really do. It's amazing. And if you want to know a little bit more about other type of spirituality, a little bit more about what we were talking about, you and I, Karen, about the development of a medium and how that happens and how it surprises you
yes.
sometimes.
Hmm.
And you can believe it. Then I'm going to offer to the readers to consider to look at my other book, which is named Souls. I have it here.
Oh,
Actually,
good, because mine's on the
yeah,
shelf and I don't want to have to leave to go get it. Yes, there it
right
is.
here.
It's
This
Souls
other book
Experience.
that is also available.
Yeah.
And you won't be sorry to read it. You will understand a lot of things that probably you will never question in your life. So thank you for allowing me to show you this. And
Yes.
if you wanna know a little story, because I wrote I wrote I was a co-author in Science and Synchronicities. There is also a story about a puppy or puppies there. If you didn't get a chance to see my story, actually, this really happened. It happened in my sister's home, and there is a picture of the ghost of the dog right there. So, whatever you are in the need for, whatever you want to know about spirit or communication, you have those books available in Amazon.
And in addition to having those books available, if you want to experience being a sitter, that's where you will join a group on Zoom and they will give you little mini readings. She's open to that too. And Anna, I'm doing something with you in February. What am I doing in February? I forgot what it is.
I'm going to have you over in one of these meetings, and you are going to get read by different mediums in the hour. And you're going to get different readings and different family members, different loved ones to come to you that day.
Okay, so it is kind of the same thing. I thought it was a little different somehow, but yeah.
And just before Valentine's Day. So that's another nice thing. We'll see what you get on Valentine's.
Oh my gosh, we won't go down that road. We will. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, Anna, it was a pleasure. I love having you on the show. So write another book, do something else so we can have you back, okay?
Wonderful. You got me going right now. I'm going to go and continue my other writings.
Yeah, I know. You start one and then all of a sudden you got another one going and then, I have found that people like, oh, I have another book from my bookshelf along with the other one you wrote. People do enjoy that. It's kind of nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
very nice. And, I'm waiting for yours too. I love those different reality things. Oh my God. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be different. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure how it's gonna unfold, but I'm learning to trust. I'm learning to trust. Oh my dog, little stinker butt. Anyway, stop. Sorry. So Anna, thank you for coming on to the show. It was a pleasure and I always love meeting you.
Thank you, Karen. My
Okay,
pleasure. Thank you
thank
for having me. Thank you.
always.